And hello again, this is Philip Steiger at thebest3d.com. I am starting this little tutorial really on a different note. This one is actually kind of a sad story because there is a bug we just found or heard about from a user. Verified bug, and it's one of those that we should have seen and that we should have called a showstopper and delayed the release of 9.1 to fix it. And unfortunately we did not see it. So rather than just keep you in the dark, I thought it would be good to inform you and also tell you about a workaround. And here's the problem. When you want to change colors, right, by default you have the black color for the primary with the left button on the mouse, and the right button is the white color, so you can use that perhaps to erase back to white if indeed the background color is also white. But most importantly, you can of course toggle the two colors here in the lower left corner, or you can click on those to choose a different color, let's say reddish or something like this here. That's the traditional way to pick colors directly from the color items there. Now you can also pick this color, the turkey baster here, or color picker. There's a shortcut for that, comma, that lets you pick the color directly from what's already on the screen. So if you have actually drawn something here and later you want to pick this color, you can draw with this. This is now the white color. If you pick with this color, you can draw black. If you pick, I'm using the comma here to change color. So you can pick the colors directly from your image if you have the ones you want. But many times you start from a blank and you don't have those colors yet. So what do? You go over here to the colors, and there are many ways to choose colors from that. Right, so there are color pickers that are the traditional RGB, where you set the red, green, blue color values. You have also some of these that you can pick. These are presets. We call that the color swatch. There's a variety of color swatches to choose from. There's a default well. There's a couple of others. These are color wells, and so you can pick any of these. You can right-click to make it the blue for the secondary color, and so the right button will have that particular color in use, or will it not? Anyway, you have there you go. You can use the color swatch to choose some of those discrete colors, and then there are many other color selection options here. You see the color wheel, the mixer, the harmony. These are great, and you can use the left button again to choose your left color. Let's say I'm going to white or yellow here for this one, and then the right button to choose the other color. So now you have the left and the right defined accordingly. Right button reddish, now I can paint with red. Right, okay, so that's of course how it's expected to work, and it seems to work, and we thought it did for all of these. You can set the right color, you can set the left color, depending on whether you use the left button or the right button in here. Right, same thing with the box here. You can set, let's say, a green, you can paint with left button, right button blue, you can paint with right button, and it changes to that color. Here's a pink, and so on. All right, so all of these seem to work, and there's the triangular color selector. A lot of people like this one. I think I see that one in Carrara also. It's quite popular. It's a great way to select colors as well, especially if you need that saturation going from black to white here and anything in between to the particular selected hue. So that's good. We have the wheel, the mixer. All of these seem to work, right? Left button, right button. Okay, let's see the harmony, left button, right button. And that color picker is great. You can change how much blackness or whiteness you want in the center. All really perfect. I mean, great tools to choose the colors the way you want to choose them. Well, there is one exception, and that's the bad news. All right, so this one works still too. Now here's the wheel. If I choose the left button here, I can pick the color. If I use the right button, boom, we hit the bug. Runtime error 424, object required. Okay, so here's a bug, and we wanted to make sure that you are aware of it and you avoid this like the pest, like the plague. Don't use the right button on the wheel color selector, because when you do, you'll run into this, and that of course kills it. So I have a workaround. Let's start again. And what I'm going to show you, in fact, I was starting here. I have a color wheel workaround, and that may be something you could do just to, first of all, learn how to work some other stuff with Dog Waffle. And also, if you really must use this color wheel selector until we fix it with a subsequent release or a patch, you can you can use this. Okay, so here I'm loading this into Irfan View just so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a little image file. In fact, I created this simply by doing a screenshot, a screen capture of what's right on here. So I would recommend you do that too, or maybe I'll offer this color wheel selector for download from the website. You can probably find thousands of other existing color wheels already on Google. Feel free to just look around for something that you like. Bigger ones would be better. This one's a little bit small, but that, then again, it's just a screen capture of what you see here. So what did I do? What I'll do is, let's say I copy this to the clipboard, right? So something like this here. It's now in the clipboard. So you could go to Dog Waffle and perhaps paste it from the clipboard. To the clipboard, right? Excuse me, there it is. Paste it as a new image. That works fine, but if you do that, then the image you may already have here will go away. And you may want to just make that color selector available without losing your current image. So there are other options, and one of them is from the clipboard to paste it to the stored image. That's the fastest way to do it. That's the way I recommend. So paste it to a stored image. Now we have that image in a stored image copy that can be scaled up to a maximum size. And why is this of value? Because if I click here, it's not making it a color picker. It's actually just putting that into the image. And I could say, let's replace the image, creating a new one, or scale it, right? But none of that is what I want to do, like scale to fit. None of that is what I want to do. I'm supposed to have already some sort of an image here, and now I want to use this as the color picker, because if I left click here, that's fine, that works, but if I right click, it will die. And so I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to use this as my color picker. Hey, look at that, it's even a floating color picker. It's actually better. So, but can I use that as a color picker? How do you make this stored image work as a color picker? We thought of it right there in the lower left corner. There's a little turkey baster or color picker icon. Click on that. So now this image is not just there to replace the current one if you want to. No, you could still use these options here. But really what you're doing is you're using this as the color picker. Watch what happens here. This is the primary color. This is the secondary color. Left button, right button colors, right? Look at that. I'm going to use the left button. It's now changing the left button color, the primary color. And I can paint with that. Right, let's say I'm going to reddish, I'm going to orange. There you go. Now, right button. Remember, this would fail if I do it right here. This is where the bug is. Well, here I can go with the right button. Okay, so this one is not a problem in the stored image that you can load here. So this is actually a feature you can use for any image. Really, it doesn't have to be an image like this color wheel, but it happens to be something you can use for that as well. So you can use it to choose your color with the color wheel the way that it's meant to be. And so if that is what you want to use, if you want to use this color wheel rather than maybe the more painterly option, the mixer or the harmony tool or some other color pickers, there's a number of color pickers that you can choose here, right? Change the saturation on those colors as well. These all seem to work fine. And there are more. There's like there's a options menu here for even other maybe red, yellow, blue color picker. So there's a bunch of color picker options there that go way beyond the simple color wheel. But if for any reason you really are stuck or you don't know how to work around this limitation with this color wheel selector and you need that on the right button, one quick and easy way to fix that is you make your own color wheel, or you load one of the existing ones, and or you screen capture it, copy paste it from the clipboard here, and then make that a color picker. If you uncheck this box, it works as the regular replace color thing, and you can do that even on just some of the channels. If you wanted to add the red channel, it becomes more reddish and that sort of things. But most importantly, you have this color picker mode that is there to help you with the left button or with the right button choose the secondary and the primary colors. And that's all I wanted to share with you. So you have a workaround until we fix this, and I'm not sure when that will be. It was kind of a turnoff for me when I realized that yesterday, and it was oh no, how could we not have seen that, right? I mean, this is something that's, it seems so elementary now that we know about it, but there are so many thousands of functions that we try and test and experiment, and I don't know how this one went by us, but it did, and now we have a mission to fix that, and hopefully that will be in a, I would think probably in a, I would say that's probably going to be the next release, maybe 9.2, or maybe we'll discuss this with Dan. Maybe it's possible to fix it as a patch. Maybe there's just one file that needs to be replaced, and we'll make it available short term as a single file for free download. Anyway, that is yet to be determined. In the meantime, have fun painting, and of course this time have fun painting with the right button. And there you go. Thanks for watching, and thanks for using Project Dog Waffle.